Are you ready to press play on this episode with me? Let's go! Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Asha Media TV. For those of you that are new here, my name is Asha. This is my channel where I like to watch, react, and review a variety of stuff related to sci-fi, fantasy, and comic books. I normally don't talk like this. I don't know why I'm doing it right now. I'm sorry. But in today's video, I am going to be watching episode 3 of the 4th season of Supernatural, titled In the Beginning. There was me watching this episode. No. But before I press play on this episode, I do need to cover some very basic stuff. So if you're new to my channel, please listen up. The first thing you should be aware of is that this is a spoiler-filled reaction video. Spoilers ahead. You have been warned. The second thing you should be aware of is that I don't provide picture-in-picture type reactions anymore on this channel for very valid legal reasons. Instead, what I do offer is a watch-along type of experience. And if you want to find out about 3 ways to watch along with me, you can either click on the link you see above my finger here, or you can head on over into the description box below and click on the link for the video titled How to Watch Along With Me, and there you'll get a full explainer about watching along with me. And the last thing you should know is that I've assigned a moderator, an SPN expert, to this channel related to my reactions to Supernatural. So if by any chance you notice that your comment has been removed, please keep in mind it's likely because some part of your comment was spoilery in nature. Therefore, you have the choice, of course, to reword your comment appropriately or just don't comment at all if you're unsure. I want my reactions to the remaining seasons of Supernatural to be as authentic as possible. I have been spoiled on some key things already, and I just want to, of course, diminish that as much as possible. So your cooperation with that is greatly appreciated. All right, everyone, I am now going to get ready to press play on episode 3. In episode 2, we found out that, number 1, Lucifer is real. He's in prison. He's got a bunch of seals around him that apparently are being broken. And Castiel needs Dean's help because God commands it. Yeah, and I'm like Dean right now. I'm very skeptical. I almost feel like it could be one big joke, to be honest. Like, I don't know. Well, I'll see. But anyway, that's what we found out in episode 2. And Ruby's deathly afraid of angels, which I said foreshadows likely she'll probably come across one, which will be interesting to see. And also there was the interesting irony between Sam and Dean, which I forgot to mention in my reaction to episode 2. And that was the whole thing about Dean being the one that has gone to hell and doesn't believe in heaven, and yet heaven wants him, or God wants him. And then you have Sam, who is somewhat an instrument of hell, or the demons, and yet believes in heaven, but hell wants him. Right? Like Azazel wanted him. It's like, it's interesting, how they both have their beliefs kind of crisscross that way. So, yeah. Enough of that. I'm ready now to press play on episode 3. So if you're going to watch along with me, let's go and do it. Let's count down to play. If not, feel free to skip over to the takeaway review portion of this video. But I'm ready to go. So, see you then. Are you ready? Let's go. So, I'm at 0052. I've skipped the recap. I'm ready to count down to play. And in my last reaction, I actually successfully watched the whole episode without pausing. I want to keep doing that. So, unless I really feel compelled beyond compelling, or does that make sense? Unless I feel really, really compelled, basically. I will pause, but I do like to try to practice watching an episode right through, taking notes right after, and then express my takeaways so that, I'm coherent somehow. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1, Oh, I know that look. He's gonna sneak out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You gonna go see Ribby Ribs? Dean. Oh, sleeping comfortably. She's picking him up. Oh, they're gonna be hunting demons. I hope we see more of his powers. I'm still like, wow, I can't believe Sam has those kind of powers. Oh. Okay. Nightmare of hell. Dude. Like you don't know. Probably can see in his head. What the hell? He put him outside on a bench? What the hell's wrong with this angel? Dean's not that upset. I'm surprised no signal. Oh, great. What kind of town is he in? Oh, a little hick town. Sugar free. Wait a second. Is he in the past? He's in Kansas? Yo, because everything looks all kind of... What is this, the 60s? I'm terrible with my eras, okay? '70s, maybe? Yo, what? Star Trek? He's in the past? He's in the 70s! Yo! Talk about giving him some warning. He just sends him... Oh, yeah, okay, wait. What's that say? 73. April 73. Holy shit. I want to pause, but I won't. I won't do it. I won't do it. Just watch, Asha. Just watch. Surprisingly, he doesn't recognize his own father as a young man. That's why I'm like, the hell, it's John? Because I would think Dean would instantly recognize him. Oh my god. So he sent him in the past to do what? To warn him about something, obviously related to their life. But seriously though, he couldn't give him warning like, I'm sending you into the past. Well, the actor they got, he kind of looks like JDM, but he's no JD. Oh, no. Now you show up. Right? Yes. Why can't this angel give complete sentences to a fucking question? He disappears. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, they know what I'm gonna say. I know it's for the entertainment mystery. I know, people. Don't freak out on me in the comments. It's just. I like instant gratification sometimes, okay? Jeez. That's how he buys the car? Dean? Wait. But then, wouldn't his father remember someone looking just like Dean selling him the car? Especially as Dean grows up. That's why I hate time travel stuff. When it's 20, he should remember Dean. Oh my god. Dean Van Halen. John, come on, be suspicious of that alone. Ugh. Oh. So does Castiel want him to stop him from meeting Mary and having Dean? Like stopping. Like, I'm wondering if Castiel's trying to trick him to kill off Dean's existence. And Castiel is not an angel. I know I'd said I'll calm down on my wacky theories, so I'll just sip it for now. Is that supposed to be Mary? Yes. Well, great casting. She's gorgeous. I was kind of like, yeah. Nothing wrong with appreciating your parents' looks, I guess, you know? I don't. Okay. Oh, I'm trying to hold in my thoughts here. I just don't understand what Castiel wants him to stop. That won't affect his. Oh, whoa. Shit. Whoa. His mom can fight. Okay, maybe not that well. What? Yo! I suspected that, but I kind of suspected that, right? When they showed the scene of her recognizing Azazel. So it's confirmed. But she didn't say yes, so maybe it's something else. I love 70s fashion. I want to wear everything they're wearing. I love everything she's wearing. I love corduroy. Well, some corduroy. So she was a hunter. Is that Mitch Pileggi? Ah! It is him! Wait, what's his name? Samuel Campbell. Huh. That's her mom. Samuel and Deanna? Oh my god. He keeps saying what I'm thinking out loud. Yo, these writers know how to write. So she named him after her parents. Okay, I have to pause. I have to pause. 1254. I know I was okay. I just need a breather to kind of take this a lot, man. Holy shit. Okay, so Dean's in the past. He's met his mom, he's met his grandfather and his grandmother. But I can't help but think, well, oh no, because no, the mom dies before Dean grows up. But John, how's he not gonna remember Dean? Okay. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck Castiel wants him to stop. But I know. Just let the episode flow. Practice, people, practice. Bear with me. Thank you for your patience. Okay. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh. So something was going to happen to his father? Hey, listen, don't Back to the Future this. That'd be really awkward. Oh my god, she's gonna go hunting with his grandfather! Or maybe not. He's dressed up as a priest. Oh, this makes me want to watch the X-Files again now. I love Mitch. I haven't seen him in a while, too. Dean. The Lord is funny that way indeed. Oh, he looks good though in that. Let me tell you something. If I saw a priest like Dean, I'd be converted instantly. I know it's a terrible thing to say, but. Sam is going to get all mad at him for intervening. Bible thumper. A demon. Just like that demon that offered Bella. They go after troubled people. Yeah. It's interesting, right? Like, some demons just go and offer. You don't need to do the crossroad ritual shit. It was black. Yeah. Oh, red, yeah. Okay, I think I figured it out. So, to stop Azazel before Azazel affects their family. Well, shouldn't he be careful what he tells them, though? Uh, don't let Sam read too much of that stuff. Butterfly effect. Yeah, that's a good answer. That's a good reason. Yeah. That's a good one. Mm-hmm. This must be so surreal for him with his mom. I'm surprised his mom doesn't find him attractive, though, you know? She's too in love with John. There you go. Yeah. He's a romantic. Oh, so that already would have been a deal breaker for her. Oh. Oh my gosh. Mm. A family that'll end up doing the same thing. If those are her real lashes, I'm in disbelief of awe. Ugh. Nope, he's not. What? Don't tell her a future date. Well, I take it she. But this can change the course of events then. Is this how the series is going to twist around by changing what happened to them and Mary's going to be alive? That'd be pretty awesome! Hmm. That's fair. Okay. Oh, it's happening real time alongside the present. Yeah. Oh, we're going back to that premise again. Like with the genie. Of course. Of course he's gone. I'm assuming that's gonna be like a constant annoyance. Jesus Christ. I'm just wondering about the negative effects of going back in the past. It's the Elkin guy. And here's another guy that will remember Dean as an adult. Unless he never saw him as an adult. I can't remember. In season 1, he was dead when they went to his place. Yeah, they never met him, right? I think it was through his father's correspondence, maybe? I'm sure one of you will correct me on this, but... Okay. So up until this point, no one's ever killed a demon. It's a good reaction. Oh. This is Azazel. Ah, yeah. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Come on, Dean. Dean, show up somehow. Oh. Whoa. Okay, yeah, she can fight. Spunk. Oh. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. No, he said you got spunk. Oh no. No, 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 no. Don't tell him, Dean. Oh my god. Unless they're gonna make this a positive thing somehow. The rules of time travel won't apply. Oh my god. This is gonna end badly. It's gonna do something to time, right? Tell him everything. He's gonna think he's completely nuts. Oh. So is this something that hasn't happened and now is happening as a new timeline? He's gonna believe him. Holy shit! So only the grandpa's gonna be in the know kind of thing. He'll keep it like a secret to like spare Mary's feelings and shit. What? How? When? What? There's always a catch in this shit. But at what point? He went through the vent. Oh, God. So now Azazel's gonna know what happens. That's why he didn't send Sam there. He would have caught on to the scent in his blood. Oh, genius. Oh no. Ugh. Okay, Grandma to the rescue. Ovaltine. My mom used to make all of that in the morning. Oh, oh, details. Oh, of course. Of course. Oh, this is playing with my mind. Because in the future, he knows Dean went back in the past. Oh no. Oh shit. No, 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 no. Come on, woman, get up. Oh my god! His grandparents are gonna die! Fuck! Oh. Okay, well, since Castiel brought him in time, maybe Castiel might fix time, right? So it matters, buddy. But I guess not to him right now. At that moment, he's gonna ask her to marry him. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh my god! Okay. Whoa! Whoa! He just killed John! Oh. How? Okay, we need some divine intervention here. This is weird. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's how Mary makes the deal. Oh my. This is brilliant! To come back in 10 years or whatever time frame at that point. Not 10 years. Yeah, 10 years. Oh yeah, 73 to 83. For Sam. Okay, so if the deal unfolds, will it be that she'll remember what Dean warned her about in going into Sam's room? That's what I'm wondering. If that's going to be the major change? Ugh. Too late. Oh. Oh. Wow. So what good was that, Castiel? He didn't change anything. It literally happened again. Or happened. Not again, but happened. The only difference is, though, like I said, she might remember his warning, so that could change her not dying, but it won't change him going into the room to feed Sam blood, right? Oh my gosh. Brilliant, though. Brilliant execution of that. Oh, they're back in the present? she didn't remember his warning? Yeah, like, so... Why the fuck did you send him back then? Of what? Sam's not in bed, and that's why you send him back? Hoping that he'd spill the beans to Dean? If you had told Dean that's what you were looking for, Dean would have asked different questions. Okay, they're big threat. Whatever. I don't like this Castiel guy. I'm sorry. That's a terrible plan. Pause. Or stop. Stop. That's so annoying. Like, all he had to do was tell him that's what he needed to know. And clever Dean would have figured out a way to maybe get him talking. Jesus. And you're supposed to be an angel. Don't you know? Sorry for Castiel lovers out there. Be patient with me. I'm just getting to know the character. I hope it's a character I'll end up liking. But at this point in time... Okay, anyway. I'm going to take some time to rewind back. I'm going to go back to the point where Azazel was first, he went through the vents the first time. Because how did he get into the granddad's body, so quickly? So, yeah, that's going to bug me. But yeah, takeaways coming up. Season 4 is going to be a roller coaster ride. Yes, indeed. I now understand why this is a very, a favored season by many of you. And I'm only in episode 3. And I only paused once, and I'm very proud of myself for that, because in episode 1, I paused way too many times than I should have. I know, and I'm sorry for that again. But at the same time, it's like, if things keep getting more intense like this, I can't make any promises, but I will try. Practice makes perfect, right? So I'll keep practicing. Anyway, now before I share my key takeaways from this episode, I do want you to clarify something for me in the comment section if it's necessary. And that is my confusion about how Samuel, got possessed by Azazel, because I was a bit confused by that. So I had to go rewind the episode, go back to that part. And what I've noted here was that when Azazel left the body of the doctor, the Azazel entity went into the house vents. So I can only presume it stuck around and then jumped into Samuel's body. Hence why there was a delay of time between when we saw Dean talking to his mom and then Samuel coming out of the house, right? He didn't come out the house right away. It was like, I think, a minute or two, and then we saw Samuel coming out. So I'm presuming that that's how Azazel entered Samuel's body, right? I'm 98% confident on that, because I can't see any other way it would have happened. But that 2% of doubt, that's where I need you to just kind of clarify it for me or correct it for me if necessary. So thank you for that. Now let's talk about some of my key takeaways from this episode. And just as a reminder, especially if you haven't been watching my reactions for a while, or perhaps you have been waiting for me to react to season 4 and now you're just tuning in, because apparently that's what seems to be happening based on the number of views I'm seeing here. So yes, I no longer want to spend too much time ranting or really being negative about certain aspects of an episode in the review takeaway portion. So if you want to have an idea as to what I really didn't like and that I kind of uttered out loud as I'm watching. You'd have to watch my reaction to really see at what point I was having issues. Now, I will be forthcoming and say that the last 5 minutes of the narrative, I had some issues with it. But I'm taking faith that it'll probably get cleared up, hopefully, in subsequent episodes, because if not, yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Okay, so my first takeaway is the whole thing with time travel. It was cool. It was cool to see Dean go back in the 70s, a decade that I really, really, really like, and meet his young dad, meet his beautiful young mom, his grandparents, who we now know that's where Sam and Dean got their names from. And it's really bittersweet to know that Mary named Sam and Dean after parents that were tragically killed by Azazel. And so just that in and of itself just makes it so precious, really, so precious. But when it comes to the whole time travel thing, it was weird because if you watch my reactions to other stuff, mainly related to the MCU, and I'm not going to give spoilers, so don't worry about that, but time travel is a big subject matter. And I did utter one of the principles of it, thinking it would apply to this episode, because there are some things I'm just like, well, if Dean tells this, then wouldn't this happen in the present? And, the butterfly effect of stuff, would this create a new branch timeline here and there? But obviously we're not going that way of time travel. It seems to be related mainly to the way time travel is handled in Back to the Future. Hence the Back to the Future references, I'm assuming, in the episode. So yes, overall, the time travel aspect of the whole episode was a lot of fun. And I hope we get more. I can't see how we can't not get more time travel stuff with a show like this and with the amount of seasons there are. So I look forward to it. Don't confirm or deny if there'll be any. Let it be a surprise for me. But yeah, that was really neat. And my second takeaway from this episode, the key thing that I definitely will remember because it was just so well done, and that is this whole thing of trying to stop the future from happening, but then no matter what you do, as Castiel did say, there is a destiny that plays itself out regardless. And Mary's deal with Azazel to save John. Wow. Great writing there. Great writing. And then having Dean tell the truth to his grandfather, but we didn't know at that time that he was possessed. All I kept thinking was what if he wasn't possessed? Oh my goodness, Do you think his grandfather would have believed him though? Let me know in the comments. Do you think that the grandfather would have believed him, or he probably would have thought Dean is completely nuts? I was thinking that if the grandfather did believe him, he likely would keep it to himself and not tell Mary and try to protect her somehow. Who knows? But one way or the other, although it was very well executed in terms of dialogue and action and the pacing to get to that revelatory moment of her making the deal with Azazel under the circumstances that he created the stress for her to say yes, and she doesn't heed Dean's warning. And so that's probably the one thing I will say. I kind of want you to comment if it's not a spoiler. I don't think it should be. But is it something that may get clarified in other episodes? I guess basically if you don't answer me, I'll take it as it could be a possible spoiler for something else. Because what I'm referring to, sorry, I'm being a bit all over the place here. But what I'm referring to is when Dean goes back into the present, nothing changed. And Castiel says, destiny cannot be avoided. But Dean did tell her, November 2nd, 1983, don't wake up. So why wouldn't she not remember that and heed his warning? And so the only thing I could think of is maybe after everything that happened with her parents dying because of Azazel, perhaps Mary blamed Dean. in a sense, for kind of getting involved and maybe, I mean, Dean as she remembers it at that time, right? And his involvement probably pissed her off. And so she just forgot or didn't care to remember. How about that? Didn't care to remember. So that's the main thing I'm kind of confused about, though, right? Also, too, at the end there, while he's standing there and he sees her holding on to John and her dad's dead, Castiel comes and takes Dean away. So what's the memory of that for Mary except for Dean just disappeared, like literally out of thin air? So maybe she could have thought that Dean was a demon himself or some kind of monster that maybe caused the chain of events to happen to her family. Anyways, I don't want to go too into it because you know how I can get with my wacky theories on stuff and ideas. But if it's something you can clarify without spoilers, I'd really appreciate it. Now, as for my last takeaway from this episode, it is very much related to the last 5 minutes of the episode, and I didn't have very positive comments to say about it. So if you want to know what that's all about, go and check out the last 5 minutes of my reaction and then come back to this point, and I will do my best not to, harp on it too much. But that is the fact that Castiel tells Dean that the main reason he was sent back in time was to find out Azazel's endgame related to Sam. And so, although that in and of itself is its own mystery that I believe will probably unfold in this season and subsequent episodes, and perhaps that's why they kept it so cryptic, so I'm a viewer that's like, tell me more. Regardless of that, it doesn't make sense to me, though, that an angel, who I am presuming has intelligence and common sense to some degree, it doesn't make sense he wouldn't tell Dean at least what the purpose of the trip was for, so that Dean could have asked the right questions, perhaps taken a different action to get crucial answers he apparently needs to help them figure out what's going on with Sam, and maybe it's related to the apocalypse, because I think that's what it's alluding to, hence why Castiel's there in the first place, right? And why Dean needs to be helping God. So, as a takeaway, what I'm getting at is the relationship to Sam. This whole time travel thing, this whole Azazel thing is now coming back. Like, from season 2, I feel like, okay, season 3 didn't touch too much on it, but now season 4, we're diving back into the purpose of Sam having his powers, demon blood in him, and Azazel's intentions. So I get that. Like I said, I get that. But I just don't understand why Dean couldn't have been told. And so it's like the awkwardness of the narrative to me, as I understand it so far on my first watch, and, based on the notes you may give me in the comments and based on extra watches later on, I'll see things differently. But for now, I have to kind of keep it as a takeaway that I'm scratching my head at. I'm just like, I don't know about that. What's going on with Sam? You know what I mean? What's going on with Sam? Okay, so yes, for now, I think it's fair to say that is my reaction. Those are some of my takeaways from this episode. I'm looking forward to seeing where things go. And I'm tempted right now to go into a theory I have, but I feel it's maybe too early. Let me just see where things pick up in episode 4, and then I might kind of formulate a very simple one. Nothing too wacky. Well, I guess wacky subjective, huh? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and until my reaction to episode 4, I'm Asha, saying goodbye for now. Peace. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos and subscribe. You know you wanna.